three-piece suite takes us to three very different places. A cable car in the French Alps, a Fleet Street newspaper office, and a primary school in the West Country. In Mea Culpa, written by John Esmond and Bob Larby, David Quilter strikes up a curious acquaintanceship in a closed situation. Celluloid Dreams by Neil Shand is set in the cut-and-thrust world of show business journalism, while the first piece by Michael Sadler is simply called Miss.
Quiet, please, boys and girls, quiet. Settle down and behave. Hello, boys and girls. It's me, the new teacher, Gwendolyn. Call me Gwen. Don't please call me Miss. And whatever you do, call me Squirrel. If I catch anyone calling me by his pet name, I'll... Gwendolyn. Call me Gwen. Banks. All the way from Edinburgh. Get a load of this to be... Doubtless, you'll be wondering, even though you're only 8 and relatively sexless, apart from the obviously retarded 13-year-old in the back. Hello. Cyril, is it? Cyril, will you please get your finger out of there immediately? Doubtless, you'll be wondering what a breathless piece of crackling like yours truly is doing as a schoolmistress in a provincial hellhole like... I've forgotten where I am. Something on the bog. No. Grimly on the marsh. Got it. Why, are you asking, did such gorgeous crumpet alight last night in Grimley? Why hasn't the profession been long since robbed of her services? Why must she sit alone in provincial digs, putting pencil rings round advertised rooms for genteel, unattached ladies? How, after all that time, could he turn around and just... But I digress. Deep breath. Oh, what a paw. Can we recognize this paw in Class 2B? Come on, spot the paw. Sauerkraut, no. Mouse droppings, no. Cyril, no. This Class 2B is the smell of school. The air is thick with stale lessons. History smells old, geography smells foreign, biology smells dirty, Latin smells dead. School. I thought I'd smelt my last school. I thought I'd picked up my last piece of chalk. I thought at last... Go on, laugh if you wish to be. My prince had come, and that he'd snatch... Let's all shudder, shall we, to be? One nice, big, beginning of term shudder. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Now, come on. That wasn't much of a shudder. I do believe we've let our little bodies go to pieces over the halls. We've been wallowing in bed too long with our sticky teddies, haven't we? Oh, dear. We must do our exercises. We must, if we want to be as firm as Gwen at the age of... Oops. It nearly slipped out. I still pass the pencil test. I do. 1 pencil under the bosom. If it falls, you're firm. If it sticks, you're sunk. And I use the word advisedly. Sunk. How, after such firmness, could a man be attracted to a sunken woman? You should see her to be. Pencil test! That cow would fail with a pencil box. Tell your fathers to be that although she may be only 38, the new teacher is a firm teacher. But I digress. Geography. Open your jotters. Jotters, I said, Cyril, you're a repulsive child. Beautiful mornings. You fool, Gwen. The river bubbled full of happy ecological fish. There was not a cumulus to be seen in the sky. A slight nor-northwest rippled in from the Gulf Stream. Bliss. He took my hand. Fool, you were blind. You should have sensed the storm clouds coming. Sensed the distant rumblings. Migrated in time. Mathematics, repeat after me. 2 times 6 is 13. 2 times 7 is 43. 2 times 8 is 90. Nothing. adds up anymore. History. History. Kings and queens. I know what you're thinking. Oh, yes. How lovely to be a queen. Stop smirking, Cyril. Oh, the trappings, oh, the finery, oh, the toast in bed in the mornings. But for how long are you a queen? That, as our Shakespeare put it, is the question to be. And the answer is, for as long as the king wants. That's all. Beware embryonic 8-year-old queens of Grimley-on-the-Marsh. One evening the king will come back late. Where have you been, king? You ask. Oh, he says, hanging up his crown, his small eyes beady and glazed, just having a game of bar billiards with the French ambassador. But his orb is smeared with lipstick, and his scepter is bent. Coming in at this time, anything could have happened, anything. I've been worried. You wait. I'll show you. I'll show you to be. This is him. He did it. This is the one. This is why the crumpet came to Grimley. King Stanley the First of Islington. Dates, 1st of April, 1974 to 3 weeks ago, last Wednesday. Drawing. Get out your crayons. Let us colour Stanley. Colour him pink. Colour his eyes grey. Colour his feet yellow. Colour his soul black. Composition, essay, 500 words. Title, why? Why did he do it? 2-inch margin on the left. No biros. Just blood. Music, popular songs. Getting to know you. Getting to know all about you. Sorry to be. I'll soon settle in. Buy a mug for the staff room. Quiet now. Quiet, please. Hello, boys and girls. It's me, the new teacher. Gwendolyn. Call me Gwen. Don't, please, call me Miss.
Good morning, Daily Bugle, show business page. Oh, Miss West is out at the moment. Can I take a message? Yes, she will be back in a second.
Our editor is an unprincipled, chauvinistic, menopausal oaf who's got about as much charm as a sumo wrestler's crutch.
And those are just his better qualities.
Good Lord, it talks.
And without permission to.
It's just that every time I see you open your mouth, you're generally steering a glass towards it.
And whose bed did you get out of the wrong side this morning?
Ken, there are times when you're about as funny as half a ton of condemned veal.
Miss West, could I have a
No, you couldn't. And take that cockroach off your desk.
Here, that's not a cockroach. That's a spare false eyelash in case my boyfriend knocks one off in the lunch hour.
Just as long as he doesn't knock you off in the lunch hour, darling.
Ken, have you ever thought of donating your body to medical science?
I might after I'm dead.
I was thinking more about this afternoon.
Oh, Miss West, could I have an extra half an hour for lunch?
Stop shaking your head from side to side like that. You'll cut your throat. And you know I hate the sight of blood.
Unless you've drawn it yourself.
Ken, do you know that when our editor walked through this office yesterday afternoon, you were fast asleep, slumped over your typewriter snoring?
Oh, God. What did he say?
Nothing. I told him you were tired. As a newt. Judging by the way the showbiz page has been reading lately, I think he assumed you always worked that way.
Bitch.
And what startling revelations will you be making about the stars of stage, screen, and tape recorder this week? Startling, that is, to anyone who hasn't already read them in the Mirror or the Sun.
I've got Brad Hunter.
I don't believe you.
I give you my word.
I believe you even less.
His new agent's a friend of the chairman. It's all sewn up.
Who's his agent?
Sandy McBain.
Here. Isn't he an old flame of yours, Miss West?
More of a burnt-out ember, actually.
I'm going to look up the cuttings on Brad Hunter.
Oh, so you'll be in the library if anyone wants you?
Yep.
And unless they've moved it to the back room at Elvino's.
And I love you too, darling. I love you too.
Karen, we've got work to do. We are going to get Brad Hunter.
Who is this Brad Hunter, anyway? I mean, you make him sound like Starsky and Hutch, Rod Stewart and Lily Nastasi all rolled into one.
All rolled into one what?
Well, you know what I mean.
Sharon, when you were a twinkle in your father's eye and a look of terror on your mother's face, Brad Hunter was the greatest screen actor in the world. He drove women mad with desire. Then suddenly he retired to a South Sea island and was never heard of since. That was 14 years ago, and he hasn't given an interview since then.
Cool. So Mr. Farrington really has got a scoop, then?
Not yet, he hasn't. Not yet. Can I speak to Sandy McBain, please? Hello, Sandy. This is your favorite female writer. No, it's not Jean Brooks. It's Miranda West. Now, darling.
By Christ! One good sneeze and she's ready for bed.
God, it's the poor man's Lord Snowdon.
I thought you were Danny LaRue for a minute. Just a trick of the light.
As you always say when you get your exposures wrong.
I couldn't get your exposures wrong, Blossom.
Don't call me Blossom.
I've been calling you Blossom for 20 years. It won't be very easy to kick the habit. Anyway, what are you doing here? I was expecting Ken.
We couldn't waste Brad Hunter on Ken, could we?
And what do you mean by that, my little viper of the press? I thought Ken Farrington got this Brad Hunter all to himself.
Ken's just another Fleet Street drunk. He couldn't make a story out of the sinking of the Titanic.
So, Ken isn't coming, eh?
No.
And you fixed it for him?
Pure coincidence.
Oh, yeah. So was World War II. Don't forget I know you.
You do not know me. You may know about me, but you most certainly do not know me.
Yeah, well, I must say you've changed a bit since your days on the Eccles and Patrick Cross Journal.
Whereas I doubt, dear Stanley, whether you've even changed your socks.
It's a pity you got rid of the buck teeth. When you whistled through those, the dogs used to poke their ears up for miles around. I suppose the estimate must have cost a fortune.
I've got no desire to lurch down squalid memory lane with you.
I suppose everything else is your own, is it?
There's no need to be obscene as well as obnoxious.
I mean, we wouldn't want Brad to find that out, would we?
What on earth do you mean by that?
Oh, come off it, darling. You're not exactly dressed for a chess tournament, are you? Why don't you be honest with yourself and admit that you fancy the geezer?
There are some things best left to the imagination.
Yeah, you should have thought of that before you put the frock on.
Are you insinuating it's over the top?
More under the top, if you ask me. Still, it might do the trick. Personally, I think once you've seen two, you've seen a lot.
Which is why you are not numbered amongst the world's most eligible bachelors.
And Brad Hunter is, I suppose.
Quite simply, I think he's the most exciting man in the world. And if you let on to anyone, I'll tell your wife about that barmaid in Hull.
That was 10 years ago.
The relevant dates might just slip my mind.
So, how long have you been fancying this stallion of the silver screen, then?
Since I was 12.
Since you were 12? Poor bloke, I better ring down for a crate of Philisan. Here, do me a favour, love. Let me get a couple of pictures while he's still breathing.
Mr. Brad Hunter will be with you in just a moment.
Your long vigil is nearly over, Blossom.
Tell me, Stanley, how do I look really?
Well, I wouldn't chuck you out of bed in a cold morning.
Mr. Brad Hunter.
Hello, people.
Christ! You're more butch than he is.
I just love meeting you gentlemen of the press. I believe you're going to take some photographs of me. If so, you will be very, very kind to me, won't you?
Some of these days, you're gonna miss me, honey. Some of these days, you're gonna feel so blue. Parky, isn't it?
Cold, yes, it is.
Yes, thought you were English, the way you stood in the opposite corner.
Yes, I suppose we do that, don't we?
Always. I'll blow it. I'll have one. Would you oblige? Sorry, look, do you want one yourself?
No, thank you, no.
Very wise. One of my vices, I'm afraid. Ooh, that wind cuts right through this habit like a knife. It's moe, you see. I knew I should have put the Barathea one on, but it weighs a ton. It's like dragging a great big cart behind you wherever you go. But there, a woman always likes to look her best.
Excuse me. I hope you don't mind me asking, but what order are you from?
Order? Sorry, love, I don't follow.
Well, for example, are you a Carmelite?
Carmelite? They're nuns, aren't they?
Well...
Oh, I got a memory like a pair of Atex pants I have. I'd forgotten I had it on. Well, you do with a mower, you see. Nice, though, isn't it? Smart.
Yes, very.
Oh, I see. You thought I was a nun.
Well, one does tend to jump to conclusions like that.
I see that, yes, you would.
Yes?
No, I'm no nun. Oh, he come a cropper there. He'll never get up like that. He's standing on his own ski.
Fancy dress party. You're going to a fancy dress party.
Who, me?
Yes.
Well, yes, you're right, I suppose, in a way I am.
In the village at the top?
No, Baron DeMarco's villa. You know, you must have seen it from the bottom. The one with the panoramic glass front and the geodesic dome on the roof.
Oh, yes. Very impressive. Are there many going?
No, just him and me.
Ah.
He's ever so funny on the phone, you know. The Baron, that is. You'd think with all his money he'd speak better English, but he can't. See, I says to him, is there anything special you want me to wear? Well, you do, don't you? So he says in his funny accent, he'd like me to come dressed like a sister. So I naturally says, well, how does your sister dress? And he says they all dress alike. I said, you pardon me, Baron DeMarco, but they do not. I said, I can do you your sort of a Shirley Temple sister. I said, you can have your kind of a hunting, shooting, fishing sister. You know, to keep it in your boots with your riding crop, that sort of thing. And you know, it was a good 10 minutes before I tumbled to my sister. He meant none. Your mouth's open.
Sorry. I see. So, in fact, you are a...
Yes. Interesting. I built up quite a wardrobe since I went into Europe.
Where were you before?
Reading. I was watching telly one night, years ago, and I saw Ted Heath. Think EEC, he was saying. And he was right, because this is where the money is. Switzerland. Mind you, they're tight with it.
You mean your friends?
That'll do as a word between you and me, yes. The other night, I was doing a flower of the atom for one of your actual gnomes of Zurich. Incidentally, they're not really gnomes, you know. Some of them are quite tall. Anyway, this one wanted to knock 40 francs off me bill because the ruby kept popping out of me navel. Now, that is mean.
I should say it is. Well, yes, it is.
I know one thing. I won't be seeing him again. Not as long as my name's Delia Ching.
Ching? Now, that's an unusual name.
Yes, I'm Chinese.
You're not.
I am.
I'm sorry, I really...
I am Chinese, Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to add my marriage. My little Chingy. Bless his little cotton socks. And I can't say that because he did used to wear them.
What does your husband do?
Did, love. Did.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No need to be. When my Chingy was alive, I had the best marriage and the most love any woman could have under the sun.
How wonderful. Where did you meet?
In a brothel in Singapore. I'd originally gone there, you see, as one of the Les Lester Lovelies. You know, tap, acro, specialities, that sort of thing. I did fans, you know. Now you see it, now you don't.
How old were you?
Old enough, 17. Anyway, lousy Les Lester did a bunk with the money. And the harmonicas, incidentally. So I went into straight hostessing. At least that's what they call it.
I've seen some of those places. On the films?
Yeah, well, I've seen them in real life. They're worse.
I'm sorry, I'm interrupting.
Well, that's all right. Actually, he turned out dead lucky, because that's where I met my Chingy. He come in one night for a drink, and we got chatting. You know, the way you do in the line of business. He was just, I don't know, he was just nice. Never drew suggestive symbols in the beer he spilled, that sort of thing. So when he asked if he could escort me home, escort, mind you, I thought, yes, you can, mate. We were married in a week.
How very touching.
Paradise. We lived on a sampan in the harbour.
Oh, is Mr. Ching a fisherman?
No, a gun runner. That was before we went into the floating jade ornament stall, of course. She was the only blot on the escutcheon.
Oh, another woman.
No, Chingy's mother. Wai Lap Pong. Old cow. Oh, the airs and graces she used to put on. Claimed she was a direct descendant of the Tang dynasty. And there, for all the world to see, was her hammer toe, I ask you.
I'm not awfully up on Chinese hammer toes. What did it signify?
Well, use your noddle. Imperfect female child.
Oh.
If she'd come from the real cream, they'd have chucked her in the river at birth. Wish they had come to that. Still, we didn't see much of her when we moved on to the plantation.
What was it? Opium?
No, water chestnuts. Good it was. Hard work, but good. We might still have been there if it hadn't been for that spot of trouble.
You didn't get mixed up with one of those Chinese triads, did you?
No, 6 Yankee sailors. We were in the local bar one night having a drink when in the game. You know, showing off. It started chai-yaking my little Chingy something rotten, you know. Hello, Nanky Poo. How'd you know when you got yellow jaundice? That sort of thing. My little Chingy just sat there taking it all and smiling. But when one of them said to me, well, wasn't very nice, my Chingy went mad. He flung himself bodily at all 6 of them. 6?
What was it? Judo? Karate?
I don't know what they used, but they broke his arm and chucked him in the harbour.
Doesn't bear looking at sometimes. The world, does it?
Oh, it did if you was looking in my Chingy's direction. Here. Do you know what he got me for my birthday once? A dragon. Huge it was.
Oh, come now, I don't know.
33 men inside a body made of green silk with the head of papier-mâche. My Chingy wanted to be the head, but he wasn't tall enough, so he had to be one of the legs. But I spotted him right off because of his tiny little
Oh, the little cotton socks, yes.
I had a band and all. Here, have you ever heard Happy Birthday played by a Chinese band?
No, that's another thing I haven't experienced. What's it like?
It's horrible. My Chingy taught him to play it special, you see. That's why I loved it. Miles we went, up and down the alleys, in and out of the market, singing and dancing, me and the band and me birthday dragon.
And then?
Nothing.
You're not going to tell me that everything just stopped there?
I am. Because that's exactly what it did do. My Chingy went across the road to get some beer in and then he was dead.
Oh, Mrs. Ching.
Stupid it was. Lorry hit him. It had to be carrying crates of tiny little Chinese cotton socks, didn't it?
I don't know what to say.
There's nothing to say, love. Life goes on. Oh, blimey, how it does go on. So here I am, halfway up a Swiss mountain, dressed as a nun, and on my way to do battle with a bent baron. Never dull, is it?
Yours certainly isn't. Ah, we're here.
Here. Listen, love. Sorry. I didn't have to go on, didn't I? Must have been like listening to a mid-air confession.
Why do you say that?
Well, me telling all my dark secrets to a perfect stranger.
More appropriate than you think.
How come?
Well... Good luck, Mrs. Chin.
The film in tonight's programme was shot by John Walker and Derek Banks, and the sound by John Gatland and Mike Turner, and edited by John Jarvis. Studio sound by Mike Jones and lighting by Derek Slee. The production assistant, Bruce Billiard. Costumes, Dorinda Ree. Makeup, Cheryl Wright. Settings by Austin Ruddy and Tony Snowden. Produced by Michael Mills. Copyright BBC Colour, 1977. Good night.